Good morning. John Manzione with the Cold Open. We'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. Today I've got something pretty cool. It's a new product, and it's a very inexpensive product considering. And my good buddies at Avenue 40 sent it over to me. Got it yesterday morning and spent the day playing with it and reading the manual, looking on the internet, and getting some information on it. I think you're going to be pretty surprised. I know I was. I had spent the last couple of weeks hearing about this mod, and whenever I saw a photo of it, I just wasn't that impressed with it. I thought it looked pretty cheap. And as it turns out, I was very surprised when I actually opened the package up. So what we're talking about, of course, is the Kanger KBox. And you'll be able to find this thing for between $25 and $35. It doesn't come with a battery. It doesn't come with a USB cable. It doesn't come with a charger. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even come with a USB port. So if this is going to be your primary device, you're going to want to have at least two batteries and minimum of 30 amps. 30, 35 amps would be good. So without further ado, if you look down here, you'll see the box. And I've got the box turned upside down. There you go. I'll never get used to this. Never, never, never. Okay, this is the KBox. I'm going to give you a little demo of it here, as well as go over some more of the features. As you can see, it comes packaged like the Kanger Subtanks, and I think that's for a reason. If you ask me, and you didn't, but I'm going to tell you, I think that Kanger put this inexpensive mod out on the market as the optimal device to use with their very successful Subtank line. And I'll explain more about that in a bit, but the box looks very much like the Subtanks, and you open it up like so. You have a manual, and the manual is written in surprisingly good English. So it looks to me like they're either got Jack to write it, or they have some professional copywriters, and that's good. It's always good to know. The anti-theft, anti-counterfeit protection in here, of course. Now, this is the device itself. Now, as you can see, this device, now, just a second here. I'm going to hit my manual focus so I can get the sharpest picture possible for you, okay? Because it is important to me, if you see where the light is catching, it's important for me that you understand that this is aluminum, and it feels like very high-grade aluminum. I don't know if you could say it's the same grade that Apple uses for their MacBooks, but it certainly does feels like high-quality aluminum. Has a nice texture finish on it, and it is a lightweight device. With the battery out of it, it's a particularly lightweight device. But when you have a battery in it, and it's still a little lighter than than the iTaste MVP 20 watt volt. But nevertheless, it is a lightweight device. It has very smooth threading on the end cap. Now, mine came with a battery, and at first I thought that was the case, because if you see here the beautiful shade of blue that battery is shines through really nicely on that cutaway logo. It's just really a nice effect. But this is the battery, and this is I believe this is a 30 watt 30 amp battery. And it's an LG, it's a Samsung, and it works really well. It lasted me quite a while. Unfortunately I'm on the last battery indicator button, so I'm going to have to recharge this soon. But when I do recharge it, I'm going to have to remove the battery. As you can see, there is no USB port anywhere. So there's no pass-through vaping. There's no charging the battery from the device. It's just an old-fashioned, good-looking aluminum mod. Now, a couple of interesting features that is different from the box mods that we've seen of late is the way that you change the wattage on here. It is a variable wattage. It goes from 8 watts to 40 watts. But you don't dial it in. It doesn't have 0.5 increment or 0.1 increment. It's a series of presets. And you reach the presets by pressing this button right here. It's got a W here, so you know. And you press the button, and it goes to 30 watts. Also measures your battery indicator every single time you press it. Let me get up here a little bit better. Here, I'll show you. Right now, I've been vaping a Subtank on it, of course, because it's, in my opinion, it's made for it. So my sweet spot for the Subtank with the half-ohm coil is 30 watts. But if you want to go up, you just press it again, 35, 40, 8, what is that? I think that's 13, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that's it. That's how you do it. And I'm stopping at 30. And you can always keep an eye on your battery level like this. Now, the fire button, nicely placed. This is a really good fire button. This is nice and firm. Nice click sound. It's got a bezel around it to protect it. So, and it's kind of a rounded bezel, so there's nothing to catch if you have it in your pocket or your purse or anywhere. Nothing's going to catch it and rip it off because it's got these little dents here. I mean, it's a little rounded off bezel. It's a nice touch. The I'm going to stake it out right now. Now, I have read a lot about the KBox and all the promotional materials and things like that. Now, granted, I haven't watched any videos, if there are any videos on YouTube, but none of the material that I have read says that this 510 connector is a floating pin connector. But to me, this is a floating pin connector. Now, let's see if I can get up here. I'm going to get up here nice and close, hit my manual focus again so you can see what I'm talking about. And I did the opposite. Come on. 51 points of focus in here, people. Come on. Get in here. All right, there you go. I don't understand. I really don't. All right. Now look at this pen. Now watch it. See it? This is an adjustable pen here, folks. And what bothered me is that nobody is saying it is, but you can actually see it going up and down. The manual doesn't say it. None of the websites say it, but it is. So, and that's a good thing, because that not only means that you can get optimum performance out of your subtanks, but no matter what you wanted to use. Now, let's come back up here, even though I dropped. You know, I drop something in every single video. But don't feel bad, because I drop things probably every 5 or 10 minutes in my real life. So, basically, I believe that this device is an inexpensive device, considering the quality of the build. But when you throw in the cost of an 1860 battery or two, seriously, you're going to need two if you want to continue using it. You'll blow through your battery, and if you can take it out and put it in a charger and charge that battery up, if you don't have an extra battery, you're out of luck. You're going to have to switch devices. And I know a lot of people like to stick with one device, so you have to pick up a couple of batteries. So you throw in a cost of a battery or two, and a charger if you don't have one, and you're back up there with the price of other box mods like the iStick and the Smoke and the eye taste. You're still far away from my Vapor Shark DNA, but RDNA. But you get my point. So what I thought I'd do is just give you, let's go back down here for a minute and take one more look at that sharp deal here. Now we're going to keep it down here. And I am going to grab one of my sub tanks, take it off the Vapor Shark, and put it on here. And it looks really nice, doesn't it? Man, it looks sharp. It looks really sharp. Whoop. It looks sharp like that. I got to practice with this. I really do. Okay, so come back up here. Talking like I have a director. Hey, who's that director out there? So this is what it looks like, and it's nice. It's got a nice feel. I would hold it like this. I don't hold it like this and fire it like this. I know some people do. I hold it like this, and I do have it set for 30 watts. So let's take a look at how this performs. Together they make a nice vape. Now, look, I know in the past, and I still believe this, that you're take any mod and throw enough power into the tank, and you're going to get a good vape. We know that. I found. I know I sound like a hypocrite, but last week when I reviewed the Vapor Shark RDNA. I don't know. I set it on the same wattage as I did the iStick, and it was a better vape. So what do I know? And the same can be said for this inexpensive device, in that it really hits the sub tank really nicely. Oh, I thought I had my Delta 2 in here on yet another device, and I was going to let you see how I guess not. Thanks, Dave. So, but this is really what it's made for anyway. Now, okay, let's. I'm going to take this off, put it back in the box, and as I wind this video up, I will switch back and forth so you can get a look at this. Oh, I guess maybe we can do a size comparison, right? I mean, let's do a size comparison, and I'll even put the sub tank back on it so you can see. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm already on 14 minutes here, but it's right in there. It's a little bit taller than the iStick 50 watt and your Smoke XP Pro. So I mean, it's your basic. Let's give you a size comparison. It's a little bit larger. It is 48. Come back up here. It is 8 to 40 watts. It is not a dial-in device. You have a series of presets that you reach with the button, and it's got a battery indicator. It has all of the safety features that you would expect in a box mod. It's short circuit protection, battery protection. Low ohm detection. It does vape down to 0.4 ohms, so that's nice. And I don't know if that's an indicator of what's to come from Kanger with regards to new coils for their sub tanks or their subsequent tanks down the road. But I suspect we might be seeing some 0.04 ohm OCCs coming pretty soon. You'll find it. I have found it as inexpensive as $26.95. Now that doesn't include tax or shipping. I've seen it as high as $39.99, and that does include shipping, and there is no tax. So you got to play around with it. And do you have a battery? Do you have a charger? Do you have an extra battery? Do you have the right battery? And I want to illustrate something. This morning, we had a visitor, and I don't want to say who this person was or anything. It was just a visitor, and I was playing with the device, and and I said that I told Dave that my battery was really low, and I said, see if I have another battery on the desk. And the guy that was visiting us, he reached over and he grabbed this and he says, "Do you need one this size?" And I said, yeah, I do, but that's not the right battery. And he said, well, why not? So first, it's a button top battery, okay? So whether this takes a button top battery or not, I don't think so. But the other important thing to remember is that this battery, let's come back down here for a minute. This battery, this hot shot battery from last year is a 10 amp battery. You do not want to use a 10 amp battery with this device. You just don't. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work well. As a matter of fact, it's kind of dangerous. Or so they say. Anyway, so pick up a couple of 30 amp batteries, 35 amp batteries if you have, if you need them, a charger if you need them, and if you want to pick up a stealthy little box mod for a little bit of money, if you have all these things, then it's a good deal. If you have to add all of these things to it, then you're approaching the iStick 50 price, and I think that you get more with an iStick 50 than you do with the Kanger KBox. I'm sure it's going to be popular, but it is a very, very basic box mod. What are you going to do? This is John Manzione for the Cold Open. It was nice of you to drop in today. We will, well, I was going to mention the contest, the giveaways. Dave mentioned a giveaway. I wanted to start a giveaway on Facebook and Twitter, which revolves around our Jack and John episode 1, season 1, episode 1. So you might want to look at that. Other than that, I'm pretty much out of words here. So we will see you next time with another edition of the John and Jack Show and some more reviews and some more discussion. And we'll see you later. Have a great day.